sweating already.
Good morning.
It is early in the morning, and we're sitting on our steps for the first time ever. I've never sat on them.
Oh yeah.
It's our,
We'll see how this goes with being, I don't know, with the dogs.
yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah.
We kind of already fed the animals, and they walked around with us, and
Yeah.
kind of got some of the excitement out. But it is nice having stairs. It is very, very nice, and it's a nice little change. It was funny walking out of the camper, gonna go feed the animals, and I was gonna put my camera and my drink down here to go feed them, and then come back and do this. And I was like, oh, I'll just put it there, and I'll just walk around later again. I was like, wait, we have stairs. We can just walk right up the front.
Yeah.
So
Just so long of not having it, it's kind of,
yeah,
I don't know, every time you see it, it's like almost a little shock.
yeah, and we kind of touched on it a little bit. We talked to a professional about the floor and stuff. Well, we ended up picking up some more stuff that you guys will see in the next Crocker video. That I personally think we're doing the right thing.
Yeah. It sounds great.
Yeah, I personally think what we're doing will work, and it is the best option for what we have going on. Again, this is something new. This is not something everyone does. There's not a massive handbook written about it. We are not the first people to ever do it. I just think we're one of the first people to kind of document it in a more elaborate way.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of people working on grain bins, but normally they're on cement slabs. And it was already like, some have built them right where the grain bin always originally was. Some have moved them, different things like that. But I have personally not seen one on a deck in a video.
Yeah.
And so maybe we could, I wouldn't say pave the way, but maybe we can make the mistakes so others don't have to. I'll say it that way, I guess. But I really, truly think we have thought, and there will still be stuff that we don't remember or didn't think of, but I really do feel like what we're doing is going to work really great, and only time will tell. But again, we are okay with being the guinea pigs. We kind of are that a lot on this channel.
Yeah.
We'll just see what happens and go with it. But
Oh,
Goat's getting excited. But we also spent a little bit of time doing our own thing, a little bit of probably, I don't know, not a lot of time really, messing with the not the original 4Runner to us.
it was the 91.
Yeah.
The
It's the older one, but it's newer to us. It's not the original,
Yeah.
but it is the original because
Yeah.
it's older.
Yeah.
The classic one. We did a little bit of stuff on that. You guys know we absolutely love to go camping and doing all that. So we spent a little bit of time. I definitely wouldn't call it a full day off because we're still like kind of working. But we spent some time to ourselves to not. We still did stuff, you know. You guys have seen the videos and whatnot of us working out here, but it is a huge priority for us to spend some time on something that not that we don't enjoy this, because it's something for us that we
it's
want.
like a hobby.
But yeah, something we filmed very little for like one big video at the end of doing everything that we're going to do on that 4Runner.
Yeah, we'll do like a from base to what it will
Yeah,
be.
from stock to full camping
stock,
rig.
that's the word.
And all that. But I told Danielle, I said, it feels very weird to feel accomplished and happy, but no one knows because we didn't film the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's a very weird concept because almost everything I've done for the last 6-7 years or whatever it's been has been documented.
Yeah.
And it felt really weird, but in a way of it felt good to have an accomplishment that was just for us. It felt good that literally we we rode the 4Runner around today, to be in it
The 91.
and be excited, but nobody knows what we did.
Yeah.
And that's very strange when you live your entire life on the internet.
Especially you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, so it was a change of pace, and it was a different... With all the little struggles we had with it, I never got upset. I never let it get the best. I never was like, I'm just not going to do it. It was just like, no, like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And then I don't think the big thing was, too, because there's not that pressure of needing to get a video out of it, too.
Well, yeah, that's a massive part of it.
Yeah. Because we're doing this and things aren't going right, which is how building works, whether you are professional or not.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, the way it goes. You do have that added pressure of, we gotta figure this out because of the video, because again, it is the job. So it's like,
and then too, like especially if you're working inside like a small space, like like a car or whatever, it's really hard to get in there and make shots showing exactly what you're doing, this and that. It's kind of the same thing with working in the grain bin. The lighting's not very good. It's better now than it was the first time I filmed in there, but it still needs to be better. The quality, I'm a big video guy, the quality inside there isn't exactly where I want it to be. And if that's the focus of a lot of our work, I don't want to put out these videos that are like real grainy or not good. I don't know if a lot of y'all know this, but with cameras, the depth of field where it starts getting real blurry, the shorter the focus is, the more light that you can get in your camera, so the brighter it be. So then that's why I have to do that. And if for whatever reason it focused on my shoulder, everything else is blurry, you can't see what I'm actually doing. So some shots end up being like that, when in reality, when we're working outside, you can see everything really good. It all has to do with the lighting and doing different focal lengths and all this type of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to get lights in there without them being in the way, and it's very difficult to get to do it. And then I don't know, so it'll be a work in progress, not only just to work and build, but also try to
capture it.
The video the best. I am, there's very little moments you'll ever catch me saying good enough. Especially when it comes to video, I always like, man, I could have done it better. Man, I could have done it better. This could look better. I could have, whatever. So not until I could truly figure it out to make it a really good, crispy video on the inside while there's no holes cut out and extra light and all that. It's a work in progress.
I was going to say, I think it's just work in progress for the time being, because, again, once we do cut into it and all that, it'll open it up more.
Yeah.
And then a little bit more breezy.
Yeah, I was about to say
that. Get a little bit more lights.
But you got to be you can't just start cutting holes. You got to know exactly where stuff's being framed. And right now, we don't know. It's a completely different ball game when you have a square building and you're like, 3 feet 6 inches from this corner is going to be a window. Well, then I can go measure it, cut it, and then frame it out later, and it's probably going to be fine. But when you're we're just playing it by ear the entire build, because I personally don't know how to do the math to figure it all out correctly in there. We're just trying to figure it out as we go. So it won't be until we actually start framing up the walls will we know where to cut. And so we'll get there, but first, the absolute main thing that we're trying to do is figure out the floor the best we can, because that will be, in my opinion, our weakest link of the whole build. Is if you have that floor and water and animals and water gets in and can't dry good, then you're gonna have a moldy floor. It'll start rotting out real bad, and it's just, you're doomed. So we're gonna spend a good amount of time trying to figure out the floor. And then I do think the walls and everything like that will go up fairly quick, because luckily we're doing a very open floor plan.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty basic. It'll look really nice, but it's pretty basic. And then also, people, which is fully understandable because we can't fully describe what we're doing yet, because it's kind of we might tweak stuff here and there. You know, a lot of people are like, just make sure there's enough room because you're doing 2x4 for your plumbing. Make sure there's enough for this or that or whatever. That part we don't have figured out to a T, but we have it figured out, the method of it, I guess. And to me, that's the hardest part, is figuring that out, that it's correct. As far as like trying not to get mold and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's like the biggest.
Yeah.
See, and we want this to last a while. Oh my goodness, you scared me.
And like anything, it doesn't matter if you build a certain house or a type of house, whatever, it will never last forever. A lot of people that lay foundations have brick homes. Well, the earth moves, your foundation can crack, the bricks on your house can start cracking, your drywall on the inside, even the nicest houses still have problems and don't last perfect forever. So everything we do on here, we're trying our best, and then really and truly, as long as it makes it until we die, yeah, then if we can have kids, that's their problem, figure it out yourself. Yeah. But for us, it's make it last long enough that we don't have to do anything, and then anything after that is just a bonus. But I don't know, that's kind of where we're at. We've been racking our brains on what to do on the floor and all that, and I really think we figured it out. And then truly reading through y'all's comments and getting advice from other people, that I think we have truly figured it out the absolute best way we possibly can in our situation. And again, for people out there, our climate and everything, it's not the same. Code everywhere you go is not the same. So we do think in our area, our spot, our conditions, our situation, I think everything we're doing is going to be to the best of our abilities. So I don't know, I'm pumped about it. It seems like lately it's not till about 1 o'clock that it doesn't start getting too toasty.
Yeah.
So wake
Morning
it up.
time.
Yeah, trying to do as much as we can in the morning. And I know some people said, well, why don't you just sleep during the day and work at night? Heck no. I'm normally asleep by like 7:30. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to flip my whole schedule around. Yeah, no way.
We wake up so early.
Yeah.
And then it's before the sun comes up, we're awake. But then sun goes night-night, we go night-night.
Yeah, there is. I mean, because the sun goes down here at 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So
but we are asleep before then.
There's a lot of times that we're asleep before then. So it does make sense to work at night, but that would be almost impossible for us to do.
Yeah.
So
we cannot stay up late. Even whenever we were in Florida celebrating.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to stay up late, and it was just like,
yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, and then having the lifestyle of the dogs and the animals and stuff, you really want to be awake during the day when they're awake, make sure everything's good, checking on them, feeding them, doing all that. So in theory, it sounds great, but for us, not so great.
Yeah.
But before the sun comes up too much, we got to get busy. No licking, boy. We got to get busy and get to moving on. And I think after this next Crocker video, what our ideas are and the way we're going, I think it'll start making more sense. I really do. I think it'll start to really paint a picture of what we're going for and how we're doing it. And I think you guys will start to understand that thanks for licking my knee. We
he
may
just
not
always licks you.
We may not be professional, but I feel like we got it figured out. That's where I'm at. So, all right, we'll catch you in the next one. Again, if any of y'all are wanting to come to Bristow America Meetup, you guys can check out the hotel in Stroud, the Hampton or Hilton, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. Get a room there, or there are hotel or motels around, Airbnbs, campgrounds, or just drive in. You can drive in on Friday night and hang out. You just can't stay there if you ain't got a room. And then on Saturday, we'll be hanging out there early and then going to C&J's in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. Love to see you guys. And then we do have, we've said it before, but a farmer's market on Saturday morning, and then an animal swap on Sunday morning. So you guys can check that out. Check out Coops.
Yeah.
Check out
Crossroads Diner.
Crossroads Diner for breakfast or lunch.
Yeah.
Highly recommend them. It's the Mexican restaurant. If you guys want Mexican, go to La Patrona.
Yeah.
And those are probably
those are our stops.
Our go-to places. So yeah, I'm excited for it, and we're gonna get building, and maybe, just maybe, there's so many lizards out here. It's insane.
I know. They've like,
I don't think I've ever seen this many lizards.
No, and it's been the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's just
breeding season, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
But I think you guys will like the Crocker Life. All right, guys. Bye.